like I just need to start this honestly in saying that I don't really know how to pronounce this brand name, but I've heard a whole bunch of variations. When I first heard of this brand, I heard it pronounced Polene, which sounds about as American as it comes. But in trying to do research, I think it's like maybe Polene, or I think I'm just gonna be American and say Polene. I'm really sorry. I just have to say sorry right off the bat. I've tried to do research and everybody pronounces it differently. If you know, tell me in the comments below. But what we're here to talk about today is this little ditty from the brand Polene, whatever we're calling it today. This is the Numero Un Mini. And I had heard about this bag before we went to Paris last year on our engagement trip and had watched some reviews on YouTube. There aren't a ton of them. I love to do handbag reviews. They're really popular on my channel. They're really popular on YouTube in general. And I just don't see a ton of content about this bag. So now that I've had it for a year, I just thought I would break it out, chat a little bit with you guys about it, answer any questions. Let's talk about the bag.
This is real, 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 real love.
Okay, so this is the Numero Un Mini from Polene, any who's in. I just want to break down a couple of facts about the bag itself. This is all leather. This particular one does have suede right here. These are designed in Paris, produced in, I believe, Spain. They do have a retail location. I know they have a retail location in Paris because that's the one that we went to. That's where I got this. You can, however, buy these bags online. I'm pretty sure. Can you? It says add to cart. I'm looking at it right here. Says add to cart. So if you like it, you don't have to go to Paris or Spain to get it. You can order it online. This bag was $350 US. I did pay slightly less than that because I bought it in France where it was just good like conversion at the time, and then I got the tax refund. So paid less than that for this. But if you are in America and you want to order it, $350 US right now online. It has this little magnetic button closure. It is magnetic even though it looks like a button, so no worries there. Opens up like this. These are buttoned right here. So it kind of has this cinched in look, but let's say that you like really need to get at something, you totally can unbutton it that way, so it's much more of a bigger open hole. And when you close it, again, button or not button, just depends what look you like. It has one interior pocket right here, which is pretty deep. I can actually fit my hand all the way up until almost like my palm, basically. So it's pretty deep in there. And then you've got just an open pull. I tucked my chain strap inside, but this is actually a crossbody slash shoulder strap. Just depends how tall you are. I'll put some pictures here of me wearing it so that way you can see I am 4'11", just for your reference. So I'm pretty short. They have these little toggles right here. So if you did want to shorten it for whatever reason, you could technically tie a knot in the chain. That way it's just shorter overall. And then it does have this little back pocket right here so you can stick your phone in if you need to. Again, like pretty darn deep. You can see it gets right up to the knuckles right there and does comfortably fit an iPhone Plus. So that's all the details of this bag. I want to talk about how I ended up finding it and just like really wanting to have it in my collection. I'll break down the pros and cons for you guys. So the story of me picking up this bag, I had actually seen a couple handbag reviews randomly about this brand. They make a few different styles of handbags. They're really narrow in their design. They don't have like a crazy amount of designs out there. So at the time it was really only like 2 or 3 designs, but I kept seeing reviews come up on my YouTube like suggested feed about this bag, and it was just really intriguing to me. I'd been looking for a nicer looking shoulder bag slash crossbody. I wanted something that like looked designer but wasn't necessarily designer, felt a little bit different. I really like those bags, and don't get me wrong, like obviously a Louis Vuitton person, if you see a Louis, you know a Louis, and even if you're not a fashion person, you know a Louis. But I really do appreciate bags that like you really only know them if you know them, and I feel like this brand is one of them. Like when I see these out and about now, which is very, very rare. I live in a pretty big city, San Francisco, and I only see these bags maybe like 3 times a year. I've really only seen it 3 times since I got it last year. So they're pretty rare to see, but if you know, you know. And you know the quality, you know where it was designed, you know how they got it. And yeah, there's just like an appreciation, I think, for the fashion and art behind it. So I was just really intrigued when I kept seeing these YouTube videos about the brand. I loved that it like looked stylish and modern and chic. It looked like something I could always have. I love the geometric design element to it. And I just love that it was like a little bit more rare. So I knew we had a Paris trip. Oh my God, my hands are so orange from vitamin C serum. I knew we had a Paris trip planned, and I told my now fiance, he proposed on that trip. If you don't follow me on Instagram, do it. But he proposed on that trip, and I just knew, I told him from the beginning, like, when we're going to Paris, we have to find this little store. It took us so long to find it because it is tucked away in an alley with like loads of construction, but the boutique was absolutely beautiful. I wish I had taken like more pictures of it. It was just a really pretty store, a really great experience, and they have a whole host of colors of these, like nude, light blue, green, red, black, like just all the colors you could possibly imagine of this bag and the bigger version of it. It's a great experience, a great store. I went with burgundy. It was in November, so I think maybe I was gravitating more towards those fall colors. We'll talk about that in the pros and cons in a minute, but I grabbed the burgundy one and wore it pretty much the entire rest of that trip. It was a great bag, especially for travel. Just absolutely beautiful. So I want to break down the pros and cons here really quick for you guys. Let's start with the pros. So pros, I would say price for quality is pretty solid. $350 for a leather and suede bag that was designed and handmade in Europe seems reasonable to me. So did like the price on that, not horrible. I also think the size of this bag is a big pro because it's sort of like that perfect size. You can carry your necessities and everything you need, but you don't feel like you're having to pare back and leave stuff at home that you wish you could take. It's a great size. And I think the design itself is oh so chic. I feel very Parisian when I wear it. I love having it in my collection. It's very different than anything else I have. I'm into the style. Okay, but when we talk about cons, I rarely pick up this bag. I think I made one very clear mistake, which is I picked a color that is very seasonal. I just don't wear this during the summer. I don't. This is a fall color. And considering I got it in November, that didn't really leave me a ton of time to wear it. So I just don't pick it up as much as I wish I did. And I think that was a color choice. So if I was to do it all over again, as boring as it sounds, I probably just would have gone black or nude, or even like a brown color would have been nice. They have a beautiful like camel color one. Really pretty. Should have gone that route. Even though this color is beautiful, I just don't pick it up as often as I wish I did. And the other thing I want to say as a main con, and it actually is the reason it motivated me to make this video, because I kind of wish somebody had told me about this before I bought it, which is that this strap, it's not the most comfortable, I would say. I do have the Furla Metropolis Mini, I think that's what it's called. I'm actually trying to sell it, so if you want it, please hit me up. I think I have it listed on my Poshmark. And the reason I have that listed on my Poshmark is because that bag, it's not comfortable for me to wear. That chain is a little bit stiff, it's a little bit uncomfortable, and it's too small. So whereas I love the size of this, that one is just like, I can't fit my phone in it, and I can't not have my phone, I guess. I don't know. Just a little too small. Beautiful bag, but too small. But anyway, back to the chain on this one. This chain is far more comfortable than the Furla Mini Metropolis, but it's still a chain. So that's the other thing. Like if I'm wearing like a light t-shirt or something, I'm definitely gonna feel that sitting on my shoulder more than I am right now with this like really thick alpaca sweater. So just like a little comfort note on this, I feel like I don't quite pick it up as often as I wish, just as often as I wish, honestly, in general. I will never get rid of this bag though, just to say that out loud, because I look at it and every time I look at it, I think of Paris and I think of that trip that we got engaged. So for me, it just really like holds a special place in my heart. Overall, I think it's a beautiful bag. It's really cute. I really just wanted to create this video to kind of give you guys the quick rundown on it, the pros and cons, show you some more inspiration pictures, because it was just so hard for me to find anything on this bag when I was looking up online before our trip. And yeah, just would love to talk in the comments with you guys about your questions about this bag. So let's chat in the comments. Just wanted to share a quick little video today, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, join the Bagel Babe family, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll catch you in the next one, which will likely be another handbag video because I really like bags. And clearly you do too, because you're here today watching this. So I'll see you later. Bye guys.